What Bakari Sellers needs to recognize is, why don't you tell what the truth is? Why don't you speak about the level of resentment that you really have? That the American people are more willing to listen to somebody like me or the others that you mentioned rather than you, who's been doing this for years, out of South Carolina and then some. Nobody care what you have to say. I'm giving you pub right now by talking about you. Sit your ass down.
I wanted to spend a minute and respond to the comments made by Stephen A. Smith on his podcast yesterday. Usually I ascribe to the notion that you don't roll around with pigs because you both get muddy and the pig likes it, or you never argue with fools because people who are watching can't tell the difference. But I thought it was necessary just for me to respond and be extremely clear about my issue. And Stephen, is this. I utilize words like charlatan because you use your platform, one that you've grown with great success, a very large platform that people listen to. But you use your platform to tear down the people who are actually in our communities doing the work. That is a great responsibility that you have. And so what you hear in my voice, and I want to be extremely clear, what you hear in my voice is not resentment, my guy. I don't resent you at all. In fact, I pray for your success. But what you hear in my voice is disappointment. It's disappointment because we have a level of expectation for you. We in our community have a level of expectation for you, and what you hear in my voice and many others is disappointment. See, I know the shoulders on which you stand. I know Big House Gaines, basketball coach at Winston-Salem State University. I know Stuart Scott. I know Dave Roberts, who helped create your platform at First Take, who used to come over to our house in the 1980s before I was born and eat spaghetti dinner when he was just starting out in Greensboro, North Carolina. I know you stand on the shoulders of strong black men, and you are disappointing us every time you continue to chop down those people who are doing that real work. And so, yeah, I think it's necessary that we call that out. I think it's necessary we have that level of accountability, especially right now while you're appreciating the gaze of those individuals in the White House, the gaze of people like Sean Hannity, Bill O'Reilly. But yet and still, you're quiet as a church mouse pissing on cotton when Donald Trump is out here trying to take away our voting rights, when he's putting police and National Guard in our American cities, taking black and brown people out of their homes. Yeah, you're quiet on those things that matter. And when people like Jasmine Crockett or Kamala Harris or even Bakari Sellers speak up and speak out, you rather tear us down than actually talk about the issues that are directly affecting our people. So yeah, I'm not resenting you. I'm more prayerful than you ever would imagine. And so I hold you to that level of expectation. But I think at the end of the day, we're different. I think we're different because you rather those individuals and the Donald and Eric Trumps and the Bill O'Reillys to say, job well done. And I'm looking for people like Marion Berrien and Julian Bond, Judy Richardson, my dad, Cleveland Sellers. I'm looking for the people who actually did the work and whose shoulders we stand upon, to be able to look at me when I'm done with my journey and say, you put your heart in it. You put your shoulder to the wheel to help our people get out the ditch. So yeah, you can get my number. It ain't changed in a long time. No, I ain't never tried to come on your show. But if there's a conversation to be had, I'm man enough to have it. Ball's in your court.